Believe it or not, I feel like I've been coming back around to this game lately. The best way I can describe my relationship with it is like, it feels like when you move out of your parents' house. Like, I moved out of my parents' house 3 years ago on like a 2 weeks notice because I found out I was gonna be going to school in the fall, like very late. So within 2 weeks, I'm like uprooting my whole life. I'm online, like signing leases through DocuSign. I'm spending a bunch of money. I'm like planning my life through Google Maps, like the routes I'm gonna take, how I'm gonna get to the school, how I'm gonna get my car out here. I'm moving 8 hours across the state into a tiny city where I don't know anybody. And change, when you face it like that, it becomes very scary. Like, the days are exciting. I'm planning my life, you know? The days are exciting, but the night is still very quiet. And I remember, like, every day that would pass, I'd be staring at my ceiling in my bed. And I'd be like, things are never going to be the same once I leave here. Like, I'm going to leave and go to this other city. And when I come back home, it's just a room now. It's just a room with a bunch of things that aren't mine anymore. It's just a room where I once lived. And now I have to get used to change. Like, I have to learn how to live a life I've never known how to live. And there is no alternative. You have to learn. And I know this is like a very dramatic way to describe the way that I feel about a video game as somebody who's not like the greatest player and who doesn't have a channel that's huge, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know this sounds crazy, but the game is a big part of my life to me. And it was especially a big part of my life when I moved out here because it was during COVID. So I'd never made any friends. I didn't even go to campus. They moved everything online. The game has been a big part of my life for like the past 2 years. And when 6 came out, like trying to adapt to a whole new system and a whole new game and trying to learn things and feeling like I need to keep up with people and keep up appearances and all this kind of stuff really kind of takes a toll on the enjoyment that you have with the game, because it becomes like a means to an end. Like, the better I play, the more views I'll get, right? That's kind of how I felt. The higher the rank I am, the more people will want to watch me. That's kind of how I felt. And I really started to hate the game because of it, and especially the state that it's in, right? Because when you lose to somebody doing a bunch of drive rushes, that's kind of one of the things I wanted to talk about, is a big complaint for, I think, maybe not everybody, but for a lot of people I see is drive rush. You know, it's a very annoying mechanic to not be able to check consistently all the time. You know, sometimes I can check it on Cammy with like crouch medium punch, and other times they do like a giant button into it, and then my crouch medium punch doesn't really work, and I get hit, and then they do like a whole combo. It's very frustrating to deal with, and that frustration comes from like the inability to control drive rush in certain situations, which I think is valid. Like, I don't think you're I don't think you're bad or you're stupid or whatever for being angry at drive rush sometimes. But something that I've noticed, like with the higher level players, is that some of them just kind of accept that there are things they cannot control, right? Like, we talked about this before, but seeing it in real time, like seeing a player win neutral and then a Ken player wakes up, drive rush, stand heavy punch, and you just gotta block it. Like, you just gotta hold that, and they're like plus, and they can do whatever they want, kind of. Or they do Dragon Lash and you jab it, but it trades, so they have like a trade combo. To see them not get angry and just kind of accept that this is how the game is a big lesson. Like, a big lesson for me. Like, that's somebody accepting the game and like change in real time in front of me. And it's very, I don't know, like, good to see. I think it's a good thing for me to witness. Also, the developers just outright saying we're not patching the game for a year gives me sort of that feeling that I was talking about of like moving out and like having this great change in your life that you can't really run from, you know? Like, they're not going to change the game. So you either accept it or you quit. That's really your two options. And for me, like, I don't want to quit. Like, I feel like I've been quiet quitting making these YouTube videos lately. Like, you'll see the length between each video grows a little bit, but the more and more I talk about it and the more and more I think about it and I talk to other people about it, I don't want to stop making videos. Like, I don't want to quit the game, because it is a very easy thing to do, to just be like, hey, I'm done here. I did what I wanted to do and I can move on, but I'm not quite ready to move on. So my option is not to run. Like, I don't have that option. So I've really been like fighting to accept the game as it is, you know, and just kind of enjoy the parts that I enjoy and not really worry about the parts that I can't and that I maybe don't like so much. To talk a little bit more about the game itself, I guess, I feel like this has been a very personal video when you probably clicked on it and didn't like, you didn't really want that or were looking for it. But sorry, that's just kind of like how the videos that I make end up being. But the other thing I'm trying to grasp lately is like playing around crouch medium kick into drive rush, because I feel like it's a very integral part of the neutral in this game, and it's quite annoying because there is no like crouch medium kick confirm into a special move like there was in 5. Instead, you can just do crouch medium kick buffered drive rush, and then you are plus, and you either hit them so you get a big combo, or you just pressure them. So it becomes like a silly little game of I need to play outside of this crouch medium kick range and try and whip punish it or dive kick over it, or maybe even walk into it and let them do the drive rush so that they waste the bar. Like the game becomes very revolved around crouch medium kick against certain people, which is extremely annoying, because it's like, why would you say that we're taking out one touch confirms but then make it one touch into plus frames into a huge combo? Like, it doesn't really make sense to me. But it's like one of the key things that you have to accept if you want to play the game. Like, that's like some people's entire neutral, and you're gonna have to learn how to play around it whether you want to or not. What else? I think the problem that everybody's run into is the input interpreter is a little strange. Like, sometimes I'll try and do wake up DP and it just won't come out. Like, I think wake up DP is probably the hardest thing to input in the game. Wake up super, wake up anything. Like, sometimes it just doesn't give it to you, and you're like, what did I do wrong? Another small and little thing that does not really matter, but where are these damn costumes, bruh? If I see one more damn PowerPoint with like 15 concept arts of all these different poses and costumes and all this stuff, and then it says coming soon above it, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. I've seen it for, like, they showed it at EVO, and then they showed another one in like September. They were like, oh, like surely they're gonna announce it at like Tokyo Game Show, and then Tokyo Game Show comes and goes, and where the costumes at? Show me the damn costumes. I mean, they've made like, if you follow the Capcom Fighters Twitter account, they made like 60 costumes for the damn like avatars in the Battle Hub. They must be making too much money off of that shit. Like, you guys need to stop buying these costumes in the Battle Hub, because they're not going to make the ones for the characters. They're making too much money off the damn Battle Hub. What is going on? I want the costumes, and I want them now. I'll probably think of like 12 more things to talk about after I finish recording this video, but they're all just things that none of us can change, and it's just gonna be me telling you to accept it. So it's like, what's the point? I think I've said enough. I think if there's anything else that I don't enjoy that I could talk about right now, it would be like too big. It would drastically change the game. It would be like people saying that they need to take out throw loops, but then if they take out throw loops, it would be a problem, because then like parry would be a little too strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really have any drastic changes that wouldn't require the game to just change completely. So we should probably just call it here. With that said, if you enjoy this video, consider subscribing. Getting close to 10,000. Been getting close to 10,000, I know. I like to say it every video, but we are. So if you enjoyed, please consider subscribing, and I'll talk to you again very soon.